assigned to Wesley Evers, Shawn Ashmore, has a fitting moniker, April Fool's Day. Wesley has 24 hours to determine whether or not to proceed with the murder accusation against Ben Dover. Yes, that is his name. Wesley requests assistance from Angela Lopez, Alyssa Diaz, his better half. The three learn that the victim was slain in a parking garage and that Dover was present at the incident, along with Nyla Harper, Mikia Cox. Additionally, she says she witnessed him toss something in a nearby trash can, which is precisely where the murder weapon was eventually found. However, as they question the witness, something doesn't look right. The lead detective on the case seems to have given her coaching. He confronts Nyla and Angela in a furious manner, but they learn via skilled detective work that he was actually having an affair with the murder victim's wife. To hide his tracks, he blackmailed the witness after killing his rival. The Ben Dover case is formally closed when Nyla and Angela successfully capture him despite his attempts to pursue them. Although Nathan Fillion's character John Nolan states early on that he doesn't enjoy April Fool's Day, this episode is probably going to make him even less of a fan. Connor Craig, David Gridley, a fresh rookie who transferred from the West Valley precinct, is assigned to train with him. Given the several balls flying out of lockers and the tin foil covering one officer's desk, Nolan initially believes it to be another hoax, but Gray reassures him that it was a genuine last-minute move. Even though Connor claims to have trained for a whole year, it is immediately apparent that this rookie is a complete failure in the field. He nearly causes a collision while driving, drops his pen and hits his head on the shop side, and then writes a traffic ticket improperly, making it appear as though he gave himself the citation. When Nolan and Connor go to a call regarding a domestic conflict, the situation worsens. As they get there, we recognize Teddy, Sardarius Blaine, and Anita, Amanda Payton, from episode SAXS Valentine's Gala. It is known that Teddy has a strong temper because he had already attacked Tim in that episode. Nolan uses the call as a training session for Connor, but Teddy is charged with assault after striking Connor in the face. Nolan queries how Connor could be deemed a qualified trainee on paper after the call, given that he would not be prepared to serve independently after just 1 month. Sergeant McAdams, Connor's training officer, acknowledges that he already had severe concerns about Connor's capacity to become a full-fledged police officer when Nolan approaches him. Because he didn't want to go out on a loser, he assisted Connor in skating until he could pass him off because he intends to retire. Unfortunately, by failing to adequately train Connor, Sergeant McAdams has put all of the other officers, especially Nolan, in danger. When chaos breaks out in the city, Nolan chooses to give Connor the remainder of the shift to prove himself. Tim has been assigned to oversee the day's work, but when he has to deal with Libby, the station's new social media intern, the job becomes a nightmare. Initially, this iconic Gen Z figure creates mayhem by posting on the LAPD that it's Parking Ticket Amnesty Day. She asserts that it's an April Fool's joke when Tim questions her about it, but that the captain granted her a long leash to increase our social media following. Tim criticizes her, but she responds, "Your whole vibe needs work." Libby claims that although she will apologize, she is unable to remove the post because doing so would give the department a weak image. By sharing a get-out-of-jail-free card on social media, Libby makes matters worse and confuses some of the criminals. Before she can call him a boomer, Tim fires Libby. A full-scale crisis breaks out in the city as a result of Libby's reaction to her dismissal. City of LA, for the next 3 hours all crime is legal, she writes on the LAPD account. Don't phone us and go crazy. Crime erupts around Los Angeles just like in those gruesome Purge films. It may take hours for the IT crew to break into the system and delete the Purge notifications. The 911 system is overloaded and robberies, theft, and attacks begin to occur everywhere. It's ironic that Libby herself becomes entangled in the crime wave she started. SWAT must enter the building where she is and rescue her when an active shooter shows up. Tim, Selena, and Lucy are all attacked in the chaos of a chaotic shootout. Fortunately, the villains are defeated, but Tim seizes the chance to capture Libby. After causing mass violence, you were at the clerk's office bringing a wrongful termination lawsuit against the LAPD, he says. You are the cause of all of this, not the victim. At least Tim gets to put Libby in her place, even though she still doesn't seem to grasp what she has unleashed.